While still living in the house, we had the chance to enjoy the comfort of underfloor heating. It is really pleasant, especially during the cold season. There is snow outside the window, but under your feet there is cozy warmth. On the second floor, where there were radiators, it didn't feel as nice to spend time as it did on the heated floor of the first floor. Here we had a water heating system with an electric boiler. The control was done using the buttons on the electric boiler. When we were building a doghouse, we decided to install heating there as well, in the form of underfloor heating. Yes, the Samoyed breed is adapted to the cold, and the dog didn't want to stay in the house with us because it was too hot. But still, we wanted to install heating in the doghouse in case of extreme frosts. We laid a cable from the house to the doghouse and used infrared film with a Terneo thermostat. This thermostat allowed control from a stationary panel as well as remotely via phone. And that turned out to be very convenient since even when not at home, the temperature in the doghouse could be adjusted. While planning the camper, we decided that we would also make heated floors. All the more so because it is quite easy to implement. Here it will not only create comfort by blocking the cold from under the van and warming our feet, it will also dry the floor since in the off-season a lot of moisture will be brought in no matter how hard you try. And shoes will be much drier as well. This time I took not a classic wall-mounted thermostat, but one designed for installation in the electrical fuse box, because there is little space in the van and I wanted to hide everything as much as possible and not create a bunch of visible control panels. Moreover, the thermostat allows control of the heated floor through a mobile app. To operate the underfloor heating, a thermostat is needed. In this case, it is the Terneo BX model with Wi-Fi connection and a large number of additional functions. We can control it using buttons as well as through a mobile app. But I will tell you about all the functions, as well as how to save on heating, at the end when we install the underfloor heating. I will show in practice how it works. The manual, which we won't read because the installation is very simple. The thermostat is designed for installation in the fuse box. The set also includes a cable with a sensor at the end for measuring the temperature of the underfloor heating. We also need a heating element. There are many options, but we will use heating film. It is thin and perfectly suitable for linoleum. To connect the film to the thermostat, we will need special clips. Usually they are supplied in the kit with the heating film, and to protect these clips from moisture, we will use this thick adhesive tape. It looks like bitumen mastic, but in a roll. This is the whole set. Let's go! The floor in the camper is this narrow passage. Therefore, 2 meters of this heating film will fit here perfectly and will warm our feet in winter, increasing the comfort of staying in the camper. The good thing about the film is that it is very thin and does not create additional thickness of the floor. It can be placed under linoleum, laminate, and it will not change the overall thickness of our floor. But we will already have heating. First, I measure how much film we need. I cut it in the marked places. I have this small piece left. I will put it here in the passage so that it heats a larger floor area. Right here you come in, bring in dirt during the off-season, and this piece of film will heat the floor at the entrance and dry this spot. I dismantle the newly installed furniture to make the work more convenient. Good thing I haven't fixed it permanently yet. I need to make a recess in the floor for the temperature sensor. I could have done it with a router, it would have been super neat, but there would be an incredible amount of dust. I couldn't come up with anything better than using a screwdriver. We will lay the temperature sensor in the recess of the floor, and the power cable will be placed in protective conduit, just as all the wiring in the camper is laid. That's how it goes. The film, the clips, the insulation. A cable is also needed. On this side, there is a metal strip, and on the opposite side of the film, there is no metal strip. I need to clamp the metal strip into this clip so that there is maximum contact. I insert it and press it down. The film is in place. And the temperature sensor as well. I pass the cable through the protective conduit, and I install everything in its place. Here, our cable will be connected to the power supply, and the thermostat. The sensor connection is made from the top. I cut it with some extra length. A bunch of excess cable. It's a pity, of course, but we won't need it. When I was wiring the house, I used single-core cables. But here in the camper, everything moves, so I used multi-core cables. And multi-core cables need to be crimped. That's why I bought a special tool for this. This is what it looks like. I put it on the end of the cable and crimp it with the tool. Oh, it worked. Done, the cable is crimped and protected. Now I need to screw it in with a small screwdriver, which I don't seem to have. Now I'll also prepare the power connection to the thermostat. For this, I'll use this cable. I'll prepare the ends as well. And also this end of the cable, which comes from the underfloor heating. In general, the wiring diagram should look like this. But we will finish equipping it once the electrical system in the camper is fully completed. Neutral and phase came in, and neutral and phase went out to the underfloor heating. I turn on the power. I install the app on my phone. I add the device and set up Wi-Fi access. The thermostat is connected. Now I can control the underfloor heating using these buttons on the thermostat, as well as here in the app. But I can also grant access to all family members. Control is possible not only here, but also on phones, tablets, and computers. There is also a geo-fencing function. We set a radius, and the thermostat tracks our devices with the app. If we all leave the house, it switches to a more economical mode that we configure. With proper settings, you can save quite a lot of money on heating. Let me briefly explain the thermostat's functionality. The screen shows the current floor temperature. Using the plus and minus buttons, we can set the desired temperature. With the middle button, we adjust various thermostat settings. But the most interesting part is in the app because it offers more advanced features and everything is displayed more clearly here. With these buttons, we can turn the thermostat off. We can set manual mode, timer mode, or vacation mode. But usually we use settings like this: different working ranges, temperature reduction periods, or completely turning the heating off. You can configure it separately for each day. There is also analytics, temperature history, energy usage in kilowatts, and even cost calculation if you enter the price per kilowatt. They made the functionality incredibly broad, so it's convenient for everyone to use. In this regard, everything is really well done. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because our camper build continues. In the next episodes, we will keep building the camper and adding extended features, many improvements for comfort, convenience, and your interest. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, that it was informative. See you next time. I'm already preparing the next episode.